Mental to Seth Rollins. Seth's been preparing in the last few days for Samoa Joe.
And there's Jason Jordan. Nice takedown of Rollins.
Unbelievable amateur background on Jason Jordan. And Seth Rollins is finding out right now.
Multiple suplex variations. This kid, he's got a lot of talent. Just need to be able to put it all together, I think.
Jason Jordan continuing to control Seth Rollins. Now the headlock as Joe is taking a seat at ringside to look on. And Corey, what do you make of this? Jason Jordan continuing to force his way into these situations.
I admire Jason Jordan's mindset. You want to shoot for the top of the mountain, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. We've seen Jordan hang and hold his own with Roman Reigns, with John Cena on multiple occasions. Jordan knows what he's capable of. He just wants to show the world.
Yeah, but at one point you're going to get bit by it. Look what happened last week. He cost Dean Ambrose a match against Samoa Joe. Ambrose was not happy about that. Now Rollins kick right to the midsection of Jordan. Would love to make Jason pay as he sends him over the top rope right in front of Samoa Joe.
Big time here, son.
Rollins in control for the opportunity to meet Samoa Joe later tonight. How we do business here on Monday Night Raw, impromptu matches, and this is one of them, Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins. And we can confirm that during the commercial break, General Manager Kurt Angle told us that the winner of this match will face Samoa Joe at some point in the future. Joe watching the match at ringside.
Oh, man.
And Jordan again sent over the top rope. It was supposed to be Joe versus Seth Rollins, but when Jason Jordan shoved Seth Rollins down, he said that Kurt Angle said it would be okay if we had a match tonight.
Oh, this lives up to the mantra of Kurt Angle. Settle it in the ring.
And Seth Rollins caught by Jordan.
With incredible power by Jordan.
Driving Rollins into the barricade.
The one thing I can't say about this kid, Jordan, he has a mean streak.
As is the man you were just looking at, Samoa Joe. But once again, watch Jordan driving Rollins into the barricade.
See the barricade shift about 8 inches under the weight of both of these superstars, totally changing the complexion of the match.
Jason Jordan tossing Rollins into the
Smart
ring.
move, cover.
Hooks both legs this time and a kick out at 2. Again, Jason Jordan continues to find himself in these situations, I think thanks in part to his father, the general manager, Kurt Angle.
One thing I can't say about Jordan tonight, he's changed his pace. He's slowing it down. I always tell young guys that's the biggest thing. You got to know how to learn how to slow it down a little bit. And I think Jordan's got it.
And burying his shoulder into the spine of Rollins, whips him across the ring. And Seth again hits hard. Jordan working the back of Rollins. Moves him toward the center of the ring. Hooks a leg. Kick out by Seth. It would be great strategy, Corey, for Jason to work the back of Seth because Jason throws a lot of intense suplexes.
Definitely a solid game plan by Jordan to focus his attack on Rollins' lower back.
Now Rollins driven again, spine first into the buckle. And Jason Jordan has taken control of this matchup as he again stares down to Samoa Joe. A man Jordan's wanted for the past couple of weeks after Joe insulted him here on Raw.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Again, the power of Jordan.
Jason just manhandled Rollins.
Well, Jordan's a big dude, Corey. He's a strong guy. He's got a tremendous amateur background. He's very quick. Former tag team champion. Just a great upside.
Couldn't agree with you anymore. Jason Jordan has taken to this business faster than just about anybody I've ever seen. Only a few short years he's been in the game, and he's already elite.
But again, he has a lot of proving to do to many people who believe that he's getting a lot of opportunities here because of his dad, Kurt Angle.
Well, you know what they say about family. If they can't help you out, you don't really need them.
It's because those opportunities, and he's come up short in all of those opportunities. Tonight, he's got a chance to have a great performance by getting a win over a primetime player like Seth Rollins.
And look at Jordan again picking Rollins out of the air and again burying him in the corner. And Jason Jordan continues the pressure on Rollins and the lower back.
Look at this. You've got to appreciate this smash mouth style of Jordan right now. Very effective.
Intense look on the face and in the eyes of Jason Jordan.
I'm hoping that's what it is. Oh, man.
Shoulder to the gut. Cover by Jordan. Isn't enough to put Seth away. Wrap the arm and a kick out at 2.
I don't know, kid's looking a little desperate right now to me.
Well, Jordan's to me like Jordan's in complete control, but he just about cut Seth Rollins clean in half.
He is in control, but just look at that look in his eye. I've had that look in my eye before, man. Not being able to put a guy away.
Yeah, it's called frustration, I believe, as Jordan delivers a right hand right to the face of Seth Rollins. Jason just has to, he's got to dig down here, Corey. He's got to understand he's in there with a multi-time WWE champion, former Money in the Bank winner, tag team champion.
Jason Jordan imagines what it could mean for his career to defeat Seth Rollins and then eventually move on and defeat Samoa Joe. That would silence all the doubters.
And there's a lot of doubters, man.
And look at Jordan now. Sewed! Backbreaker, knee, lower back, both legs hooked again, and Seth kicks out at 2. And to Booker's point earlier, it's one thing for Jason Jordan to continue to have these great performances against the upper echelon of WWE, but at some point you've got to start to win.
You know, what's inside that confines, Cole, the only thing you got to fall back on is your skill set. And right now, Jordan's going to have to fall back on it. This kid, Seth Rollins, not going to let him out the back door or anything like that.
Booker, how long did it take you in your career to figure out how to win on a weekly basis?
You know, it was 10 years for me in the business before I realized what it took to go out there and win. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of cunning. It takes a lot of calculating.
Oh, and look at Seth Rollins into his own cover and a kick out at 2 by Jordan. Jason almost got caught.
And speaking of calculating, it's no better than this man right here, Seth Rollins.
Face first, Jordan off the second turnbuckle.
I agree with you, Booker. Seth Rollins, they call him the architect for a reason, one of the most cunning superstars on the roster. But Jordan,
and a great throw by Jason. And again, Jordan's in control.
Great counter right there.
Or Jason Jordan wanted part of the action. He shoved Seth Rollins down, said, Kurt Angle said it'll be okay for us to have a matchup.
Rollins taking a moment to lock eyes
look
with
at Jordan
Joe.
catching Rollins.
And it's going to cost.
Another suplex.
My God.
Rollins landed on his shoulder. Both legs hooked yet again on Seth. Kick out at 2, and Rollins fights to stay in it.
If you had to point out one flaw in the game of Seth Rollins, is he tends to be a very, very highly emotional competitor. Seth tends to get inside his own head, let himself get distracted just there, and Jordan made Rollins pay.
Yeah, Jason Jordan, he's moving a little slow, though. Laid on his back for about 5 seconds after that big move. That tells me he's running out of gas.
Well, Jason Jordan went for the suplex perhaps again, and Rollins burying a couple elbows in the back of the neck.
Thinking about the spin-out knee. Jordan counters.
And Jason set through the second rope out to the floor.
Oh, here comes Rollins.
Looking for the suicide dive, but instead switching offense in midstream and delivering the kicks to Jordan. And now Rollins with a suicide dive, and down goes Jason.
But Rollins also went back first into the barricade. Remember all the damage that Jordan inflicted a few moments ago.
And Jordan's been focusing on the back of maneuvers.
Jason Jordan better keep focusing, man, because any slight bit of doubt creep into the mind, man, that could be it. Trust me.
And the official now, count of 5 with Rollins and Jordan both outside the ring. Count of 7, Rollins struggling to make it back in, as is Jason Jordan. Count of 8 now. The official at a count of 9. Jordan and Rollins will beat the count just barely.
Seth Rollins still writhing in agony. Obviously, the lower back giving him a lot of trouble right now.
I must say, Jason Jordan showing a great account of himself tonight.
Kick right to the face by Rollins. Stunning Jordan.
One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Top rope, caught by Jason. And another great suplex.
That could be it.
Northern Lights. And look at Jordan roll through and deliver another one.
That's it. Referee, get in there.
Him up on his toes off the bridge, and Rollins at 2.
You know what? I think the referee may have lost a half a second there. A little slow in that count.
I agree with you, Booker. Jordan delivering 2 picture-perfect Northern Lights suplexes, and I know you can appreciate the bridge. Watch this. Might have been a step behind.
And now Jason Jordan looking to focus the frustration he has to try to put Seth away now. Seth perched up on the top rope, and Jason unloads with a right hand.
Yeah, look back at those moments. Those are the moments you never get back. You just got to forge ahead. That's what Jason is going to have to do, guys.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Jason Jordan pulls off the victory here tonight after marching out, interrupting the planned match between Rollins and Samoa Joe, inserting himself in the matchup? If he could come away with a victory tonight.
You got to figure, you give the experience advantage to Seth Rollins, but Seth was also prepared for Joe tonight, not Jordan.
Oh, and a headbutt by Seth. Rollins, splash, connecting.
Incredible height.
Cover. Oh, I thought he had him, and Jordan at 2.5.
He's showing me something tonight. I got to respect.
8 before the referees count.
Incredible matchup here between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Jordan doing a wise thing, rolling to the outside, composing himself momentarily, but Rollins looks to offer no quarter.
There's the knee. The knee to the side of the face of Jason Jordan.
Rollins, once again, his emotions getting the best of him.
Again, this is the match we were supposed to have. Long simmering rivalry between these two men.
Samoa Joe that injured Seth Rollins' knee in Joe's first night on Raw.
Almost cost Rollins WrestleMania last year. And Jordan now sent into Joe by Rollins. And Samoa Joe's he runs into a super kick.
The Kingslayer may have just dislocated Samoa Joe's jaw.
And now he turns his attention back to his opponent in the matchup, Jason Jordan. And Seth Rollins. Oh, and Jordan picked him. And Jason Jordan's got the shoulders pinned. Oh, I thought he had him.
Great counter there.
Half a count away.
And Rollins with the knee. Caught him flush. Cover. Rollins with a win over a very game Jason Jordan
Here is
tonight.
your winner, Seth Rollins.
Hell of a matchup, guys.
What a match.
Couldn't agree anymore. Very
And
impressive.
now Samoa Joe coming back for some more. And Seth Rollins meets him. And now the brawl outside the ring between Rollins and Joe.
I agree with the approach. You got to take the fight to Samoa Joe. You don't want to be passive.
This is a fresh Samoa Joe, Booker.
Yeah, well, Rollins has earned a future match against Samoa Joe, but he doesn't want to wait. The brawl underway, and Joe with a cheap shot.
Oh, no.
Straight jab.
Oh, no.
Uranagi planting Rollins. And now Samoa Joe just unloading on Seth. And the anger just pouring out of the veins of Joe tonight.
The Architect lost his cool, took the fight to Joe, and Seth paid for it dearly.